EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Denver Broncos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right to the air goes Nix. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Franklin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
What a start here to the ball game. You get the good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at a deficit before they know what hit them.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Broncos at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Well, he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
To throw is Nix. Through the middle of the field. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Marvin Mims, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. What's good on the extra point? And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 62 yards. And the Niners are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And they'll accept that penalty. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Nix to the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield, and allow the play to be successful.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
To throw, here's Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Nix to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
2nd down and 6 now. Now it's Nix. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
Broncos 14, 49ers 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Kickoff for the Broncos.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they're getting up just short of the 45 at the 44. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Actually winds up getting 8 there. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Get set. Get set. 18.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. But you look at this Bronco defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Get set. Get set. 21. 18. Watch out.
Purdy going to give it to Pearson on the RPO. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Get set. Get set. 18. Watch out.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Outside. 18. Yellow.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Get set. Get set.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Purdy now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run the counter. Kemp. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's Nix. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Franklin.
Nixon's pass. Complete to Troy Franklin. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Bombers. Oh, I said.
Throwing Nix. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They go play action here. Purdy. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Nick Bonito just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Shotgun now with Purdy. Gets this one to use check. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On first down, Kemp. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Looking to throw. Nix. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Kill.
Nix from the shotgun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
Julian Love picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Down the numbers. There he goes. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. The been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone.
Oh, this is blocked. It's picked up, a line ball. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I said go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Kill, 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 kill!
From the gun on third down, it's Nix.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 51 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Purdy looking to throw. A throw left side for Pearsall is complete.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
Watch out!
And throwing here, Purdy.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 11. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
That is incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Second and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out. Yellow.
Purdy off the play fake.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Purdy from the gun on third down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And his kick is indeed good, and that draws him level. It's 23-23. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you get most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And their three-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a three-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein. Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. To throw is Nix. That is caught. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Nix to the air. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Nix looking to throw again. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Captain. Motion. Get him. Hey, that's your man. Hey, motion. Like 44.
To throw, here's Nix. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. That's taken in by Franklin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run on first down. Kemp. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there on a Denver first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Bombers. Ole.
Now it's Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Bombers.
Here's 2nd and 8. That is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Let's get on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead.
49ers 23.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And now we're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a 1st with 3rd down looming. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Get set.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Purdy, big 4th down play. Connects with Kittle underneath. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Working out of the gun is Nix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Looking to throw. Nix finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Open man, and again it's Sutton. They wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Kim.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And the Broncos are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Going for the knockout punch. He'll try and run. And he's across for the touchdown. In the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Sometimes you get a first and goal, you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we're running here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Purdy. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. To throw is Purdy. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Purdy. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
24-yard gain on the play. And the 49er first down.
Purdy to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here?
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here's Purdy to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
37, 49ers 29.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. That is intercepted. Well, the Niners are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. A critical error there in a tight game with the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Purdy to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th.
To kick off for the 49ers.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
To kick off for the
So it's the Broncos who are going to get the first shot at things. They'll have it here as we start in overtime. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Here's Nix. And this one complete again to Mims. Down the left sideline. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. And even 60 yards. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone. This thing's over.
And I remember my coaches always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this thing is done. Win your individual battle within the framework of the team defense. Beat that guy across from you and make a play. I expect him to attack on defense and not sit back.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is third and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Oh, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the fourth quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. One team squandered opportunity. It's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ball game.
Could not be set up much better, could they? A takeaway on defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position for the game-winning points. Touchdown, field goal, they don't care. Just find a way to win it.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down. Now it's Purdy's turn in overtime. And do you believe this? It's a safety, and the ball game is over.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.